YouTube, it's Marquayla the Light Speaker where we help cure those hearts. I told you I am going to try to create these videos because I am a street worker. I've been on the strip selling waters. I've been around, hustling on the strip. I work the strip, you know. I have a job there, I'm always out and about, but I getting here that I need to focus on my online site. And so I'm trying to build my online site. So do me a favor and follow and subscribe the channel. Please, please, please. So, today is the day I had lost my mother and marks a year since she has been gone. So, um, I was just thinking about the Marquayla the Light Speaker, and I was like, my mom was not playing. She'll wake up and tell me, "You doing your Marquayla the Light Speaker today?" She really liked it, me reading books, and she loved me praying. And she really liked what I was doing, and she was very supportive in what I was doing. And it's so funny when I created her because years back I was talking to my mom and I told her that I wanted to do something that can encourage others. I wanted to do more than just work a job. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm still working, but however, I'm still doing the online site though, and I find it so much easier. You can do it anywhere. You can do it at work while you at work. You can do it at home while you washing clothes. I mean, whatever you need to do to get your message out. The online is very, very, you know, um, easy. You know what I'm saying? However, people's dreams about me living off of my online site, I mean, you can have hope, but I gotta still work. I'm being honest. That's a lot of hope. I think it's a lot of hope for an entrepreneur to leave their real job, you know what I'm saying, and focus on their just business that they created on their own. That's some big, very, very inspirational hope to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're an entrepreneur and you left a real job to just go ahead and do your passions and what you like to do and survive off your passions, oh my God, power to you. But there's so many people that have done it. And there's a lot of famous people, singers, dancers, comedians, movie makers. I mean, they made it. And that's their own business. They're entrepreneurs. And so that's a little bit that I learned when I was in college about entrepreneurs. I did learn about that. And now that I think about it, um, it's quite amazing to me that you can just see how these people they got their own businesses, churches, I mean, insurance places, I mean, whatever, their own retail shop. It's cool how they could come up with this and they have enough money to do that because that's the one thing you got to realize about being an entrepreneur. You got to have money to do that. And, an online entrepreneur now, it's more like sharing your stuff and video quality, especially if you want to be an entrepreneur that's live streaming. Your video quality, your Wi-Fi, is it right? It's so much to it. So, praying prayers, but I'm gonna still be working. I'm gonna do Quayla on the side. You feel me? I just gotta keep a job on me. It's real too tough to just fully just say I'm gonna commit to this and not have no money from it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm looking at in this site. I love it. It's cool, but don't have enough followers. Don't have enough viewers. I mean, because I'm just reading books and talking. But I see a lot of people that read Bibles and talk. They got a lot of viewers. So it just depends on how you look at it. You know, you can't put yourself down and be like, well, this ain't gonna work because I tried it and ain't nobody on here. You know, I think it's the more of you have to have hope and believe that this will work. If you believe that it will work, then it will work. If you don't have hope that it's not going to work, then it's not going to work. And all depends on how you look at things. If you want something to work, then you would make sure you get it together and get it done. You know what I'm saying? And so it's going to take some time to get this online site, this YouTube channel, and all this stuff together. But this is something that I was contributing for myself, but for my family, you know, because I talked to my mom. I had a whole conversation. Matter of fact, the day that I had a conversation with her, a couple of days later, every time I talk to her, I'm on the phone, somebody gave me a chocolate cake. Sometimes somebody just randomly give me money when I'm talking about certain stuff. And so I'm just letting you know that your dreams and your goals and stuff like that you want to do, it will happen if you just believe. You have to believe and it will happen. You know, my mom and my dad and my grandmother, all their deaths is in the row. You know what I'm saying? And today is her passing. And, you know, my daughter, she was crying. She was crying real bad last night. And then I ended up crying on the way to the bus because I had thought about it. And I'm like, oh man, my mom ain't here, you know, and I'm going to miss calling her. You know, I always calling my mom and talking to her and telling her what was going on in my life. And one thing for sure, she'll be on the phone so quiet, but she heard you. I used to get so mad at my mom. Why are you so quiet, mama? You know? Um, Gonna miss her. Gonna miss her. A lot of my brothers, all of us is gonna miss her. You know what I'm saying? And so we just I just wanted to take the time to tell someone, you know, that our loved ones are still with us and they love us. Just take care of yourself. I know that I'm on here all the time talking about mental health because that's what I do. But however, it's not just about mental health. I talk about family. I talk about parents. I talk about parenting. I talk about kids. I talk about whatever you want to talk about. Heck, I can talk about your baby daddy if you want. Look, we are definitely trying to get up there though. And hopefully one day we do. Who knows what will happen, but I do these YouTube channels every day almost. I try to post them and I notice I've been posting more frequently because I'm trying to focus on my online site. Even though I'm trying to focus on it, I'm still working. Gotta still work. Work and focus. Look. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Subscribe the channel if you can, you know, help me get up there. I'll follow you back, help you get up there. I have a page. It's so funny. I have a page that's called Let's Help Each Other. So let's help each other get up there and see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that work. I'm hoping it works. All right. Have a good day.